Today's video, I want to let you know 5 solid reasons why the Samsung Galaxy Note 9 simply crushes the iPhone XS Max. If you're in the market to make a choice between these two smartphones or simply want to know the reasons the Note 9 has a solid lead as a total smartphone package over the iPhone XS Max, this is the video to watch. I do want to let you know that both the iPhone XS Max and the Note 9 are the best Apple and Samsung currently have to offer. So let's dive in and discover the reasons the Note 9 is better than the iPhone XS Max. Alright, reason number 1, the Note 9 offers a notchless design which translates into better immersion while watching videos and movies on its large display. Now, one thing I will let you know is that the actual display quality on both of these smartphones is rock solid. Everything is clear, crisp, and bright on either phone. However, when it comes to watching movies and enjoying media in landscape orientation, the Note 9 simply is more enjoyable to watch because on the iPhone, you have that notch that bites into the video from the left side. It's hard to imagine watching a movie on a high-definition TV and not being bothered if a notch was hanging out on the left or the right side. Otherwise, both of these smartphones offer massive, high-quality displays, and even the iPhone slightly leads with a larger 6.5-inch display. I do want to mention that both phones also offer stereo speakers that are loud and rich, a pleasure to listen to. So they're great multimedia phones, but the moment I go full screen in landscape orientation on the iPhone XS Max, instead of focusing on the movie or the video the entire time, I end up getting bothered by the notch biting into the video. Now, in portrait orientation using the iPhone on a daily basis to check applications, the notch does not bother me. It only bothers me in landscape orientation when watching a movie in full screen mode. So that's reason number 1 that the Note 9 is better as a multimedia experience than the iPhone XS Max. So that's reason number 1. Let's move on to reason number 2, and that is the S Pen. Now, Note 9 has this super functional S Pen, which is a stylus designed to offer precision writing and sketching. Using the S Pen, you can literally draw a masterpiece if you have the patience and skill for such a hobby. S Pen also allows you to navigate your phone instead of using your fingers, which reduces fingerprints and smudges. And of course, the S Pen actually adds additional software functionality to your smartphone, such as the Air Command menu, which is a set of comprehensive tools that add additional value to your software experience. On the Note 9, S Pen can also be used as a remote control to control your Note 9 from a distance. For example, you can use the S Pen as a remote shutter for the Note 9's camera and take photos remotely from a distance. Another example, you can also use the S Pen as a remote control to play or pause songs in a music player. Now, because this S Pen remote functionality uses Bluetooth, you can use it over long ranges of up to 30 meters. Obviously, the iPhone X cannot match this kind of realistic sketching and writing capabilities or the software features that the S Pen offers, which I mentioned. So the Note 9 takes a big lead just with the S Pen alone. So that is reason number 2. Let's move on to the reason number 3. So reason number 3 has to do with total storage. The Note 9 comes with a base storage of 128 gigabytes for $1,000, while the iPhone comes with a base storage of 64 gigabytes for $1,100. Right off the bat, the Note 9 takes a lead. In this age of taking high-resolution photos, recording 4K videos, music storage, and downloading games with high-quality graphics, storage gets used up pretty quickly. So 64 gigabytes at $1,100 is almost unacceptable for the iPhone. 128 gigabytes sounds much better. On top of this, the Note 9 offers micro SD expansion, which allows you to add an additional 512 gigabytes of external storage using a micro SD card. So the $1,000 Note 9 can potentially offer you 128 plus 512 gigabytes of storage via micro SD card, totaling 640 gigs of storage, while the iPhone XS Max is stuck at 64 gigabytes without any flexibility. Note 9 also has a 512 gigabyte version, which is priced at $1,250, while the iPhone XS Max also has a 512 gigabyte variant, which is $1,450, a massive $200 difference. So the Note 9 takes a massive win in total storage and also expansion options. Now, reason number 4 is called Samsung DeX. The Note 9 has the ability to transform into a full-fledged PC simply by connecting it to a TV or a monitor. So basically you have to buy a cable, and one end of the cable plugs into the USB Type-C port of the Note 9 and the other end connects into the HDMI input port of the high-definition TV or the monitor, and boom, your Note 9 now has PC-like interface and PC-like functionality, boosting your productivity. You can view, create and edit Word or PDF documents, play games, browse the web, and basically have a desktop-like interface to get some work done. The screen of the Note 9 turns into a trackpad during the Samsung DeX process, but also if you need, you have the option to use a Bluetooth keyboard or a mouse for a full desktop experience. So there really is no shortage of options. Just by having a monitor and a cable, you can project the Note 9 onto this monitor as a desktop environment. And again, just like the S Pen, iPhone X has nothing to counter this magnificent feature. So that is the reason number 4. Now let's move on to the final feature and wrap this up. Now feature number 5 is not actually a feature, it's more like value for your money. So the Note 9 is a powerhouse packed with the latest technology and overloaded with superior features. The iPhone Max is not a weak phone. It has some strong points such as its app ecosystem, but for $1,100 you get very little with the iPhone XS Max compared to what you get from the Note 9. Now both phones give you the basic functions of a smartphone as well as many flagship features. With both smartphones you have a phone to make calls and indulge in text messages, ability to watch movies and listen to music. You get a solid high quality camera on both smartphones, a great build quality, an app ecosystem with tons of apps, wireless charging, water resistance and such. So far, so good. But then the Note 9 goes way beyond these regular flagship features. You get the S Pen, a massive display without a notch. You get Samsung DeX functionality. You get higher base storage of 128 gigabytes as opposed to iPhone X's 64 gigabyte, as well as expandable storage, and of course you get a massive 4000 milliamp hours battery. So frankly, the Note 9 is more. $1,000 is an expensive price tag for any smartphone. But if you do pay $1,000 for the Note 9, you're simply getting more technology features as opposed to the iPhone X, and that's just a fact. So that is number 5. You get more value for the money spent. And that really brings us to the end of this video, so do let me know if you guys agree or disagree with my assessment of the Note 9 crushing the iPhone XS Max in this similar price range, in fact being $100 cheaper than the iPhone XS Max.